Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through a couple of our run plays against from our film that we have so far this year and go over our rules for the guards on all of our run plays here to help some of the new guys see some practical application of our rules. Okay, so the first play we're going to go over is power. Okay, so your rule on the play side of power. Okay, we're running power to the offensive left here. You are responsible for your backside gap. So if we're running power to the left, you are responsible for your right gap. If you're the play side guard, your rule is gap, your backside gap on double with the center. Okay, that is your progression. You go one, okay, two, and then three. Okay, that's your progression. One, two, three. You go gap on double. Okay. So in this scenario, there's a guy in your gap, so you are going to down him. Now against this defense, this forefront, since the center does have a guy in his gap, so he is also going to down his gap. Okay. So we got a down and a down. So when you down him, you got to get your head on the play side number, and you are trying to drive him as far as you can past the backside tackle. You're trying to drive him as far as you can. Backside guard. Your rule is to skip pull square, get outside the tackle, block the first thing in the hole, or look backside, look inside for first ugly jersey. Okay. So play side guard, you cannot let this guy get across your face to the play side. You need to keep your leverage on him and keep him on the away from the play so he can't get to the running back. You need to keep your leverage on your down block, okay, and not let him fight over the top. Okay. Backside guard, when you're pulling, you get up into the hole. This is good. You get around the tackle, you look up, you start looking inside. You need to stay tight to the wall. You can't get loose like this. You got to stay as tight as you can to this wall, looking inside to pick up a linebacker. Okay. So we see 15, we should block 15. Okay. We miss them, but that's who we should block. Okay. Here's another practical application. We are running power to the left. We are responsible for our right gap. We have a guy in our gap, so we make a down call. Okay, and we should block down and not let him beat us across. This is an excellent example. Okay, we take 2 steps, our head's on the play side number, we roll our hips, we get a nice wide base, and we drive that guy as far as we can and keep our leverage. That's what it should look like. Okay. Let's watch again our most recent game here. Okay. So we're running power to the left. Running power to the left. Our rule is gap on. There's no one in our gap. There's a guy on us, so we should block him square. So we're going to base this. The tight end and tackle have a Ted double team, so they're working together. So you're blocking this guy by yourself. Okay, and you're driving him straight back and you want to try to keep him away from the play. Okay, just like what Ife is doing right here. Okay. Okay, here's against the 3-4. Okay. So now you're the play side guard. Your rule is gap on. There's no one in your gap, there's no one on you. So now you are caging. You make a cage double team with the center. Okay, so now you are punching that hip. Okay, and you guys are comboing to the first backer inside. Okay. If this backer flows over the top, you need to come off and block him. Okay. So you shuffle down. If he disappears, then you just stay on this down block right here. Okay, backside guard, like I said, you are skip pulling square, getting around the tackle, and then you are looking inside right away and you are picking up any garbage. So right now, I should be looking inside and picking up one of these two guys that are flowing over the top. The running back will have a one-on-one with the safety. You need to block what the running back can't see. Okay? You got to look inside and block what the running back can't see because he is going to make the safety miss. You need to look inside and block his blind side. Okay? So those are examples of power. Okay? Let's talk about toss. Let's go to our last game. This is the best film we got of it. Okay, we are running toss. Let's see here. We're running toss to the offensive left. Your rule on the play side is gap, play side gap. So on toss, you're responsible for your play side gap because the ball is going outside. So we need to reach our play side gap. Okay, so if the ball is going left, we're responsible for our left gap. Okay, so we are reaching our left gap. If there's someone there, if there's a three technique, you're reaching them. If not, there's a your rule is gap on. So if there's a guy in your gap or a guy on you, you are reaching them. Backside guard, your rule is rip to cut off. You are ripping into your inside gap. No one can cross your face. You're trying to cross the face if there's somebody in your gap, and then you are going and trying to cut off the second level. Okay, the backside backer, or you're working up to a safety. Okay. So as you can see here, Ife is reaching the two technique just like he's supposed to. Okay, backside guard, this is wrong. You need to be ripping across his face and working up to this backside backer because you are on the backside. We are not worried about this two technique making the tackle. Okay, we're not worried about backside defenders making the tackle if you rip across their face. We want to get up to the second level. Okay, so you need to work up there and get to the second level. So guards, your rule is gap on. Okay. Here's another example. Okay. I think let's see where we're running it to. We're running it to the offensive right. So our rule is gap on the play side. There's a two technique. So I'm reaching him, cutting him off from the play. Backside guard, you are rip to cut off. Okay. So if I'm this play side guard and my guy goes away backside, I then am just going to continue working and I'm going to go cut off because I don't need to worry about that guy making the play anymore. I'm just going to stay on my track to the play side, okay, and go cut off a second level defender. This is what a backside cutoff should look like. I'm ripping into my gap, okay, and working up to the second level if I can. Now he gets picked a little bit, but now he's still working up to the second level, trying to find somebody to block. Okay, that's good. That's what we want. Okay, that's toss. Okay, let's talk about kick. Okay, we're gonna watch super kick. I'm just gonna find a good example of one and just show that one. So kick and super kick are the same thing for us. This is the best example of super kick or of kick. So in kick, it's power without a puller. So everyone up front, your rule is gap on double. So if we're running kick to the right, okay, everyone is responsible for their backside gap. Okay. If there's a guy in your gap, you down block him. If there's not a guy in your gap, you are most likely double teaming with someone unless they also have someone in their gap or on them. Okay. So play side guard, your role is gap on double. There's a guy on you, so you're going to base him. There's a guy also on the tackle, so he is going to base that guy. Okay, he's going to have help from the tight end, so they're going to double. Backside guard. Let's see what happens when we shift. Okay, backside guard, you have a guy in your gap, so you're going to down block him and keep him away from the play. Okay, because your rule is also gap on double. Everyone is gap on double. Okay, so Tommy takes his 2 base steps, hands inside, and then tries to keep him away from the play. That's good. Keep your leverage, gain leverage, and keep him away from the play. Okay, Ife, his steps aren't the best, but he should take 1, 2, keep his head on the play side number, and then drive that guy away from the play. Okay, he needs to keep his leverage right here and keep the guy away from the play. Okay, but what we're trying to do is that we're trying to create a wall on the backside. Our kick out is creating a wall on the play side, and there's our funnel. Okay, let's watch the funnel be created. Okay, everyone blocks backside, keeping their leverage. There's the kick out on the front side. Okay, our Z joins the wall on the backside, so there's the wall. There's the kick out. There's the funnel. Okay, and our running back shoots through the funnel. And it's a touchdown. No one touches him. That's kick. Everyone is gap on double. I'm going to stop the video right there.